What should you do when you read a word problem that you aren't sure how to solve? Break it down into these 5 steps of a word problem strategy. Step 1 is to figure out what you are looking for, which we call identifying the unknown. Don't write anything yet. Read the entire problem and determine what it is asking you to find. This will determine the entire plan for solving the problem. For example, if you have these 2 problems, you could see that they are similar but ask for different values. The first asks for a time, how many seconds. The second asks for a distance, how far. When you understand what the problem is asking for, you can write a note about it or underline it so that you remember that it is your end goal. Step 2. Visualize and understand. Once you figure out which unknown you are looking for, focus on what information you already have. Visualize the situation described in the problem. Try to draw a representation of the changes or comparisons that are happening. When you do this, focus on the amounts, not on the people or objects. For example, in this question about carrying the bucket, you don't need to draw a person or a nice looking bucket. What matters is distance, time, and speed. Just a simple diagram like this helps you organize all of the information you need. Step 3. Plan your solution. Before you start writing, make a complete plan. Figure out what steps you have to take to arrive at the desired answer. This can be the hardest part of problem solving. So if you're stuck, think about what formulas or strategies you have learned in this lesson and how they can apply. If you can't do it in one step, look at examples in your lesson with multiple steps. Once you figure out the strategy, you should be able to state your plan out loud or write it down. For this problem, you need to find distance. The lesson that the problem came from had a formula that had distance as a variable. The formula requires speed and time, which the problem tells you. You could state your strategy as use the speed formula, put in the speed and time from the problem, and solve for distance. Step 4. Calculations. You figured out what to do in the planning stage. Now you just have to do it. Write the expression or equation you are using. If you have a formula, write out the original formula first without changing anything. Then write it again with the numbers from the problem. It is important to write out every step of your calculations. It's a good idea to keep your calculations very neat so that you can understand them when you check your work. Put each step on a new line. Lining up the equal signs helps you easily see what you changed in each step. Step 5. Check your work. First, do a common sense check to make sure the answer isn't crazy. If you got an answer of 2,000 meters for this problem, you would know something is wrong. Next, put your answer back into your starting equation. If the answer is correct, the value of everything on the left side of the equal sign will equal the value of everything on the right side. This was a quick summation of the 5 steps for solving word problems. Identify the unknown, visualize and understand, plan your solution, write your calculations, and check your work. Watch our other videos in this series for more exploration of each step.